Welcome back to Border Adventures, where the wheels are coming off a little bit, if we are honest. The chance of finishing in second looks like a distant memory now, and it's all about trying to cling on to that playoff place. We've got a couple of teams hunting us down, and we're playing one of them today. Form has been nothing short of terrible over recent weeks, and with just a few games to go till the end of the season, it's looking like our time at Sporting Club Toulon could be up. So since the 3-2 defeat to Lorient, we got back to winning ways by beating Rodez 3-2 with Villa and Gilavogo on the score sheet, and Valenciennes 2-1 with Diop and Gilavogo again. But Gilavogo is now out for the rest of the season through injury, and it has hurt us. We drew 0-0 with Niort. No disgrace, Niort are in the promotion places, but a 1-0 defeat to struggling Orléans and a 3-1 defeat against Nancy, with Splinter de Moy getting his third sending off of the season. The boy is rarely available through suspensions. Was followed up with a 1-1 draw with Laval, and we were relying on a goal from substitute Ribeiro just to rescue a point. So today we're against Auxerre. We are currently 5th in that final playoff place in France's Ligue 2. Auxerre would go just 2 points behind us if they were to beat us today, and Toulouse could leapfrog us and leave us without a playoff place. Campare is top scorer in the division, but he has gone off the boil a little bit himself. He's not scored in the last 6. Peter Musa is now in and about the team again, playing in our 4-2-4 formation, but we have got some players who are woefully out of form. So Campare is way off the pace. Anapak Baka, for a player who was absolutely superb last season, rarely gets a rating above a 6.6 these days. He's in absolutely terrible form. Ribeiro, apart from the goal in the last game, has completely gone off the boil as well. It was months since he registered a 7 or higher. We've got injuries and suspensions all over the shop, and we are up against it a little bit. So today we're going to put out Dojoué, who is still running his own goalkeeping mistakes masterclass at the moment, but he's the only really viable option that we have. Monsecour's coming in at left back, Semayoun at right back, Husek and Villa playing as the centre halves, Aranat and Utkus, who's playing purely because he hasn't been involved much, so we can't really hold him accountable for the poor run of form. We're desperately missing Gilavogo. Anapak Baka's going to switch from the left, where he has been atrocious, over to the right, where he will probably be much the same. Ribeiro gets the nod today purely because he came off the bench and scored in the last game. And then we've got Moose hopefully being a little ray of light for us. He's the only person that scored as one of our strikers in the last 4 or 5 games. And Campare desperately trying to recover some kind of form. In fact, let's just give him a little bit of a G up before we get out there. Or shall we let's give him the arm around the shoulders. Come on. Let's say we've got faith in him to get back to his scoring ways, because let's face it, he is the player that propelled us up the table, and his lack of goals are the main reason we are tumbling back down it. Auxerre, we know, are a team with Ligue 1 pedigree. They are going to be an absolute challenge for us today. This could well be the last game for this formation as well. If we suffer another defeat, I think we're going to have to make some changes just to try and chase that 5th place finish. So the game is underway and the highlights are underway. 34 seconds, of course. Let's see the boys give the ball away at the back, as we've been prone to do over the last month or so. No, it looks like it could be our chance. The Moose is up with Campare. Gets involved in the play, out to Ribeiro. Has he got anything in his locker? He does not. And indeed, we are being counted upon. Fantastic. This is a rerun of the last maybe 4 or 5 fixtures that we've played. So they've got Conan back to here's Lasamba. Oh, they're playing it around us. They're overlapping on us. We're slow to get out. When we do nothing. And they hit the post. Okay. And they are attacking us again. God, we are on our knees at the moment. There's a double lunge from Ribeiro that does nothing. Long shot score? No. We won the ball back. And here's the Moose. What can this wily old campaigner do? Campari's in no form at all. And when your luck's out, Nathaniel, it is out. No Campari party for him. Backpack's got a bruised knee. Is that not a primary school injury? Can we not carry on with a bruised knee? Do bruises even come up that far? Surely he's just taken a knock. They clear it away. Here's Monsecure. What have you got? Absolutely nothing. Goodness me. Husek, who seems to be losing patches of his hair as the season goes on. Maybe it's the stress getting to him. Monsecure, what have you got again this time? Give it to a player much better than yourself. Get across in, Moose. No dice for the Moose. God, we're only in the 9th minute and already we've had a lot of highlights, and this one is actually going on. There's Utkus actually showing a bit of dynamism, and you're going to miss, aren't you? No! The Campari party might be back on. You tap those biceps. Yes, I bet you're pleased. How long's it been since your last goal, son? Goodness me, I was a young man when you last scored. Utkus actually shows a little bit of determination. Lovely through ball. And to be fair, it was a tough one to miss, but Campari, 24th goal of the season. Sounds harsh criticising someone with 24 goals for the season. Look, that bruised knee and a Packbacker. Oh, come on, he's off the pitch with it. It's a bruise, son. It's a bruise. It's under 8's injuries at worst. Come on, Camps. Oh, that one has trickled across the goal line. Okay, the Camp is looking like he's in the mood this afternoon. Quite right, after a 6-week hiatus. Husek, no, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Gone off the boil a bit, Husek. Sure he was ever fully boiling. Maybe he was only simmering at best. And this guy's wasting my time at the moment. I don't know who you're applauding there. He is having a woeful time. Now what we got? Monsecure. At least we're getting the majority of the highlights. Couple of shots into the face of the opposition. Here's our centre-back. And that was it? That's as good as we get. Goodness me. Still, the boys are putting in a much better performance today than they have during the last 4 or 5. We could defeat Auxerre. Oh, you're going off with a bruised knee. Are you serious? God, whenever you sign a player to a pre-contract, goodness me. Goodness me, it's a surefire way of tearing up the good run of form they're on. And getting them to just phone in abject performances. Right, okay, he's gone off with his bruised knee. We've got Diop back on the pitch. We want to be assertive, don't we? Because this is a pretty important game for us. We've been dominant. 61% possession, 11 shots, 12 shots, 7 on target. I feel like we're going to lose 2-1. Let's give them a shout. We want a little bit more. A second goal. They don't really respond. They've been yelled at quite a lot over the last couple of weeks. Looking like the highlights are slowing down. Ribeiro, terrible. Let's bring on Yanis Amour. Do love Amour. Player you've maybe not seen before. We picked him up on a free transfer just to bulk out the squad. He's not very good. He's very, very cheap. Here we go. Auxerre got a free kick. They've lumped it forward. Utkus winning the ball again. Oh my goodness me. Diop. That is, well, a tame little effort. But it's us again. Here's Arenat. Slings one in. Oh, the Moose. God, we got the wrong angle for that. That looked like it was in. Was it a save? Did he hit the post? Was it cleared off the line? We're into another highlight, though. Auxerre through. They're through. Husek's jogging alongside. Oh, it's Villa. No, he's just had a little tickle of him. Oh, thank goodness that is offside. God, Villa, that is poor defending. He has a nibble at him, runs back casually. Okay, Husek has led a good defensive line there, but Villa, you're telling me he's genuinely pulling a 6.9. I cannot see it. Okay, final little change then. We're going to bring Neela on for Musa. Moose has not been that involved today. Here's Mdiop. Throws it in. Villa. Nothing. And is this highlight continuing? Are they going to have a little attack of their own? They have. They've lumped it forward. Monsecure. No rush, son. You take your time. And then launch it. Okay, here we go. Amor. God, he's done him. He's turned him. He's got the pace. Closed down by 2 more. He's got a ball across. Alexander Arenat. He's still got the long ranger in his locker, hasn't he? Goodness me, he was scoring plenty of those in the Nacional, and he's doing it now 2 years later. Little Amor, he's got good pace and acceleration, not much else, but he's used it to his advantage. Nice little finish, and a 2-0 win against Auxerre. Given the run of form that we were on, that is a much needed, much welcomed victory. So wasn't really special, but hey, we're happy with how the boys did there. What's the table looking like? Well, thank goodness we won it, because if we had not, we would have slipped out of those places to lose. God, they seem to be on a pretty decent run of form themselves. Well, they've won 3 on the bounce after a little blip, so they are coming strong. So have we taken Auxerre out of the race? 8 points back? Probably have. We look like we've got 7 games to go until the end of the season. We're going to play a few more games. We are going to be desperate to get some more wins to try and maintain our playoff push. Otherwise, it looks like this season of the Border Adventures might end with us having nothing to play for in the last couple of games.